For me, when I'm playing against a team that's not communicating, I'm kind of pumped, I'm not gonna lie. If I just see them kind of doing this on the return games, no high fives, no game planning, I'm like, all right, we're gonna pick on someone. I love to like pick up on those little things, I'm serious. Hi there.
How are you?
Long time no see.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah,
okay.
What's going on? How are we doing? You just finished your practice,
right.
I see.
Followed you on the court.
I know. How was I looking?
You were looking impressive, yeah.
I was mixing it up.
You were very much so, yeah.
I kind of like that.
The rhythm master.
I kind of like mixing up every single shot that is possible on the court.
Yeah, put it out there,
into my game.
We're here to express ourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I do a pretty good job expressing myself. Have I helped you express yourself more?
I think you've helped me come out my shell a little bit.
Have I? That'd be like the biggest
option though, yeah.
I feel like I have. I made you do enough social media with me.
That's true, yeah.
I gave us a hashtag.
I've definitely learned on that side of things, yeah.
But how have you been feeling on the Dubs court? It's been a minute since we played together in Australia, but how have you been feeling since then?
I've been not that good, really. Results haven't been like Australia, actually.
We are here to be honest.
Bruno was injured for a while, so was playing with different people for like 3 weeks, which was different for me because I actually hadn't had to do that for quite a few years.
I think that's actually a good place to start. What do you think is difficult, or you can say on both ways? I'm playing with the same person week in and week out. What's the pros, what's the cons, and then of mixing it up week in and week out.
For me, I always want to be in a stable partnership because, you know, to have that continuity, that direction, you know, I feel like the more you play with someone, the easier it is to sort of build that partnership rather than like week in, week out finding someone different to play and kind of, you know, the success of the team will be how much can you come together and put your best game on the table working
as a team.
Yeah, like effectively.
Yeah. For me, when I'm playing against a team that's not communicating, I'm kind of pumped, I'm not gonna lie. If I just see them kind of doing this on the return games, no high fives, no game planning, I'm like, all right, we're gonna pick on someone because I know someone's getting pissed at someone. I love to like pick up on those little things, I'm serious. And then I'll go middle a few times, see if I can get them a little bit more aggressive towards each other. But I mean, maybe it's good in the end. I've mixed up a lot of different game styles with a lot of different partners, but for me, the biggest thing when I'm picking someone to play with is like how I vibe with them on an energy and communication level. I think that's so no matter what, then when you are down and out, somebody's not playing good, I feel like you can always kind of give yourself a second chance at any point in a match if you're at least communicating.
It's easier to go through those moments with someone that you like when you're in the trenches. I feel like something you may as well stay together and try to sort of get through those difficult times.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everyone just ends up playing with everyone anyway for a period of time. So aren't you better just sticking with that one partner and trying to
I don't think people almost
it.
Realize too that the goal at the beginning of the year is to make that year-end final. It doesn't come down to just your personal doubles ranking, which is what we all kind of look at, but it's your team standings. Top 8 players get to make that final 8 at the year-end championships, both for men and women. And it's a big deal. There's a lot of money on the line. There's a trophy on the line. So I feel like that's something that sort of, it's interesting to follow who can stay together, and even those teams that are just out like 9-10 towards the end of the year trying to get those points to compete as a team.
That's the benchmark, isn't it, for all teams when they get together at the start of the year. It's like the goal is to make the tour finals, and I feel like most teams that do kind of stick it out for another year or whatever, and those that don't often tend to go and find someone else to play with.
I'll be honest, I haven't really had to have a really hard breakup one-on-one, be like, listen, I don't think this is going the direction that either of us want, but I am friends with a lot of people and I want everyone to kind of win out of the situations. I want us to enjoy playing dubs. And I feel like I've been pretty forward with that.
And also the thing is in doubles, you know, you might be playing with me, but next week, and we're playing against, you know, 2 players, but next week you might be playing with that player as well. So you know, it's kind of important to maintain like some sort of relationship with people, because you always, you know, you can't be a doubles player without a partner, right? You need
You gotta have a couple people like you.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's true. I actually don't think a lot of fans almost realize that we also, like, even singles players, like everybody, we share the same locker rooms. Like we warm each other up, and we can be playing each other the next day. I mean, for the most part, tennis is an individual sport, and even in doubles, you have your individual doubles ranking, but you still got to come together with your partner and find the right person.
Yeah, 100%.
Hand signals, or are you a talker? Do you prefer talking it out before you serve or return, or would you play a match just only on hand signals with your partner?
No, I'm a talker. Like I'll to talk it out. Yeah.
You're a talker. Yeah. I know. I mean, with me you are. We talk it out.
But you're going for.
No, I'll talk it. I prefer talking it out. I'll only use a signal every once in a while, maybe on returns if there's like a second serve and I maybe want to go or want you to go line, because that's the only kind of moment we don't get together and chat. For the most part, even on let courts, I'm that person that will run back and give a little like fist bump. All right, here's what we're doing, and then go back
reset.
Up.
Get the reset. Yeah.
So, but I feel like there's some teams that it's like purely signals.
If you want to call both serves, if you're the server and you want to call both serves, or if you just want to focus on that first serve, and then if you miss, and it's like, okay, now I deal with the second serve, and then the partner gives a signal. I don't like that, just because I feel like it takes too long and sort of mess with your rhythm and stuff. Sometimes you have to do it like if it's a net court, and I don't think you're actually supposed to like run back in between a first and a second serve.
Oh man.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I feel like that's all I do.
Well, but if the umpires don't call it, then keep doing it, you know?
Okay, all right. I feel like I sprint. I mean, my energy, I like sprint back there, like quick talk.
I won't call you out on that.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
But I think if people doing signals mess around, it just sometimes takes.
Well, because that's like a little detail. Like I've noticed some players, some partners of mine like to call first and second serve.
Yeah.
Some only call first, and then you want to signal a second because they want to just focus. They don't want to even think about a second serve in their mind.
Yeah.
They're like, this is what I'm doing first serve. If I miss, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And then I remember playing with Bob Bryan, who made no calls. I would go back there and be like, ace. And I'd be like, I'll be at the net
that
if
was
you
the
need
call,
me.
though. He did as he said he would. Yeah,
this is true. And most of the time he would hit an ace. So, but I was just like, I'll wing it too, wherever you want to go. I'm ready at the net. So you prefer just calling the first serve?
Yeah, like, I mean, nowadays also everyone calls a second serve, whether they're telling you that straight up or they're doing a signal.
Yeah.
Because in a way, for second serve, it's more important because, you know, if they serve a good first serve, a lot of times like the ball doesn't come back, or it's maybe an easy volley to put away. But second serve is like, it's where, for me, it's where the game's kind of won and lost a lot of the matches.
So if you're going to give me advice, and I know you have, what are two things that you would always tell me to do when I'm playing doubles?
Hit down the line in mixed doubles. Permanently telling you to do that. That's how we win.
That's the only time
thing.
You've used my first name, Beth. Go down the line.
Yeah, I tell you, down the line wins titles.
Listen, I hear my first name, and I'm like, he's serious. I'm like, okay, go down the line. Okay, so go down the line. Yep.
And just do your thing at the net, like.
Okay,
but be close.
But be close. You're usually telling me to close.
When
the net
I return, it's like be closer to the net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes you start too far back. So if I return. And then
it goes low at their feet,
it's kind
or
of
something.
wasted, because if they volley back, you're too far back to then
to get that middle volley, basically,
or a bit
to put
higher
pressure.
Or close to the net, yeah. And now you got to tell me advice for me.
Advice for you, I think. I've just noticed sometimes you get a little bummed on some of your mistakes. It's those moments where if I was playing against you, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that moment you you should have made a volley, and you just kind of go like this. Because, I mean, you know how it is. Someone misses and they just turn around and you're like, damn, like that didn't even matter to him. He lost a deuce point and he don't even care. He's coming at me next point. So, and I find that's more intimidating than, and like, forget the actual mistake. So I would say that's what I would tell you or anybody in doubles in general.
Yeah, it's easy to get worked up about things, and it's stressful playing doubles because the margins are so small. Like, it's first to 4 points every game. If you split sets, it's 10-point tiebreak, and sometimes like it just doesn't go for you, and you can get on a bad run. You lose a few tiebreaks in a week, and you start to kind of doubt yourself or what you're doing and all that stuff. But everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses, and by now, like, your weaknesses are always going to be your weaknesses and your strengths will be your strengths. But at the end of the day, it's your strengths that are going to win your matches, win your titles, prize money, all that stuff. So.
Exactly. And in doubles, I think it's also zero hesitation. I think when you're just second guessing a strategy or like a go play or just something, I think that's the make or break in doubles. If you can get to a place where mentally you're not hesitating, I think you'll go to your strengths anyways.
The game's too fast as well. Like if you're hesitating or you're not looking for the ball, you don't want to touch the ball or whatever, like it's on a one-way.
Give me the ball, coach. Give me the ball.
Exactly, Be the ball.
There we go. All right, I feel like this was a really good pep session. I appreciate it, Jamie. I needed this too.
Me too, big time. Beth, it was a pleasure.
Always. I'm
going
to watch your matches. Yeah, anytime. Let's talk. Let's talk over some pasta.
Yeah, good luck
some
this
red
week,
wine after Rome.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Cheers.
The toughest job in the world, I can say for sure.
But the best one.
But the best one, the best job. The most enjoyable, and you see the smile of your baby and you forget everything.
Yeah.